Thanks for inviting me here. A real treat to hear some of the other services and solutions that are going on, and always excited to talk about the IOE. Fantastic initiative that you guys have going on, and certainly thrilled to be a part of it. So I will go ahead and share my screen here, and you folks can let me know if we have any issues sharing the presentation. So Dave McNally, Agyle Intelligence. Again, happy to be a part of the conversation here. What Agile is all about is that we provide digital transformation services to our customers. So we've been working with the industry. Myself, I've been involved in the industry in digital transformation and automation and continuous improvement solutions, delivering those going back 20 years now, dating myself fairly well, but going back 20 years now, where I've had the pleasure of working with small and large organizations to help them on their improvement journeys. Since 2017, I founded Agyle Intelligence because there was one thing I noticed, no matter which operation I went into, large or small, there was always somebody running around with a pen and a paper, somebody collecting data. On that other end of that data, there's decision makers waiting to make decisions who are slow in being able to make those decisions, and that's what we created Agile for, was to speed up those insights, to get 98% faster insights. Because as the quote you see here from Carl Sagan, which I love to share, is somewhere something incredible is waiting to be known. And if you have the data that your team is collecting in a usable format, it becomes more meaningful. You can dive into that data and you can really understand where you can take action, speed up your responses, and make some dramatic improvements to your operations. So as part of the agenda we have today, we're going to talk a little bit about the Agyle Intelligence Digital Transformation Platform, how we help, what the solution's all about, give you some customer feedback. We'll talk a little bit about some other services that we're offering to IOE members around our digital transformation assessments and our continuous improvement assessments. And then touch on how the IOE members can benefit from those solutions. So just to touch on the platform here, I touched on a little bit earlier there and how we help, and it's all about getting faster insights and meaningful reports into decision maker hands. Now, that can be anywhere from looking at your waste in your operation. It can be quality use cases. It could be downtime use cases, OEE use cases. We help our customers across the entire value chain. So we have customers that are using the solution. You'll see a quote from them later on, but Troy Lenahan and the team down at Eden Valley, they use our solution from the time they pick a flock up in the morning all the way through until that product is out the door into a tray pack, going to storage or going to a customer shelf. We have seafood processors. You'll hear from him later on too. People like Kildare Fisheries, who use our product all the way from the wharf right through until their products are sitting on the shelves across the Eastern Seaboard in their various storages. So you can use the solution in all kinds of different ways across your entire operation or value chain. It can be one succinct use case that you want to utilize Agile for in order to maybe fill a gap with some of your other automation services that you have, or you can use Agile to sit on top of an operation and collect data from many other areas throughout your value chain and your operation. So how do we do that? Well, what we have in the Agile platform is we have our API, which helps us collect data from many different areas throughout an operation. Now, one of the key ones that we focus on is the mobility side. So we built a clipboard app a number of years ago in order to facilitate getting manual team-based data, operator data from the floor, from other locations throughout your value or your supply chain, and getting that streamlined into your dashboard so managers have that information faster. It's not sitting on a piece of paper. It's not waiting for somebody to pick it up. It's not waiting to be reviewed 24 hours, 2 days, a week, a month later. It's not sitting in a filing cabinet somewhere. So when an auditor comes in and asks for a particular situation that you have to dig into, you're going through the filing cabinet and trying to pull out information. It's right in front of you in meaningful and useful information that you could generate reports from. You can export into automatically aggregated Excel files, and you can bring up information as you need to. Now, that's the clipboard app. And yeah, that's the core of Agile, but it's all about that API. We can also connect to sensors. we could connect to equipment. We could connect to, we can utilize our barcode scanning capability, or we can ingest other barcode scanning capability, QR code scanning capability. You know, you name it, chances are that we can probably connect it through our API and be able to pull that data either into Agile, so you could correlate it with that manually collected data that you're using, or push data from Agile into another reporting solution so that you can do your own correlations that way. It's very adaptable, very customizable, and really is agnostic to the use case that you want to solve. It's just about working with us to understand how we can help and where we can help. And of course, we are building solutions for the future. As Rod from RPM had indicated, you know, it's coming at us fast. There's a lot of innovation out there right now, and we're staying ahead of that curve and making sure that we're satisfying AI applications, ML applications, because let's face it, AI and ML is a big topic right now, but you got to be ready for it. And you got to have the data in your systems, or a way to get data in your systems for the AI and the ML to learn from. So that's one of the ways that we're able to help, and we're staying ahead of the curve there for you. So very quickly, how do you sign up for Agyle? You can go to our agyleintelligence.com website. On the right-hand side, as you see here, you can start your free trial. You select that free trial option. You come to a very easy sign-up screen. You know, your company name, what you want to have your admin username, and what you want to name the account, and some basic information. It's very easy for you to fill that out. Select the data center that you might be into. Obviously, here for the IOE in Atlantic Canada, you'll likely select Canada as your data center, not the US, but that's up to you depending upon where your location and your head office is. Once you do that, you click that Get Started button. You're going to have access to the Agyle platform. We're going to get a notification letting us know that you signed up, and we're going to engage with you right away so that we can start working with you on the use cases that you need in order to prove your capabilities. So when you come to that dashboard, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see on the left-hand toolbar here, we have reporting and form building, transformers. We have catalogs. Think of it as a My Document parent-child type relationship you can build out. You can set up reminders, set up your users, change the appearance to satisfy your own needs if you wish. All kinds of different capability in the business intelligence dashboard side here. But the forms is likely the first place that we're going to go, and it'll take you to our form builder. And in our form builder, we could create those forms from blank. It's a self-serve product. You can do it yourself for sure. We're going to handhold you and support you the entire way to make sure that we transfer our knowledge to your team lead so that they're able to pull these forms together on a whim for any use case that you need to. Again, I reference Kildare, I reference Eden Valley. Both those operations, you know, they're fully self-serve at this point in time. I literally have conversations with them, and, you know, they're building out their own forms. They're building out their own use cases anytime that they need to. So you can create those forms from blank. We do have some templates that you can launch as well to speed that process up, but very easy for you to create your own form, set up your own inputs. Lots of features on the form builder that you can use to force mandatory questions from your teams to be answered, to set up conditional questions for CAPA, corrective action, preventative action type situations where if things are outside of an allowable limit, walk them through that CAPA process, make sure you're getting that information you need to make those informed decisions and respond faster to those events that might be critical. You could set up alerts, you could set up notifications, all kinds of good things you can do back there, which we will certainly help you along with. Now, what happens when you have that form created? As you see here, you have access to those forms on a mobile clipboard app accessible on any Android or Apple device. And you can also utilize the clipboard app on your web browser. So log in on your Google Chrome or your Edge or your Safari or whatever browser you're used to, and answer the questions that you would normally have in a paper-based form or Excel-based form. Get that data, get those alerts, notify your team as they're working through it. You can put standard operating procedures on here. You can put links to videos on here for more training from some of the great academies that we have here with the IOE. You can put images on there that are prompted You can have email addresses, phone numbers, website links, you name it. You can build all that right onto the form. So as your operators, as your users are going through their processes on a daily basis, all the information that they're capturing is guiding them, it's measuring them, and it's making sure that you're getting great usable data on the other end. What happens when they submit those forms? It comes in here to your business intelligence dashboard. You can see notifications at the top, alerts if they're generated in your operation. You can see the different activity from the forms that came in by your users, by the form number. And you can also see that we have a view tab here that if you select, you'll be able to see your dashboard reporting. So we trend every question that you create on an Agile form. We put a trend component around it. You can see here bar charts and line charts and tables showing you exactly where your trends are as those data sets get submitted, as those answers get submitted. You can look at a particular user's answers, or you can look at everybody's answers across your entire operation and get faster insights from that. We also have a report opportunity for you where we can generate reports, build reports for you that can be correlated across multiple different forms, across multiple different use cases. So you're not just looking at a 1-to-1 situation. You might be looking at a 1-to-10 situation where there's a lot code or a date and time or an event that's happening across multiple forms, and you want to correlate it all into something that's traceable, into something that you can dive into and make sure that you understand what's going on. Heaven forbid, in a recall situation or a downtime analysis that you're doing, you can get all that correlated information pulled in. So you simply go to our report tab and we'll generate a report building. We'll generate the report for you to run. And here's some examples of reports that you could see. In this case, we're using about 6 different forms captured throughout this operation where we're pulling in the information for them on their production metrics, what they bought, what they did with it, how they transformed it and manufactured it, and what came out the other end. And here's some other data that you can link to within those reports, bringing you down to your lot code and exactly what was produced, the weight, the count, the totals, all that information that generally takes hours and days, if not weeks, to generate in an operation. We can do it for you automatically. So here's Troy Lenahan, Senior Director at Eden Valley Poultry, Chair IOE as well. I think you're all familiar with Troy on the call. So Troy was my first customer at Agyle, my best customer at Agyle still, I would say, the heaviest user for sure. Troy's experienced a number of wins with Agyle. It supports their sustainability goals. It's assisted in driving accountability with their teams. It helps them manage their defects in real time, and it gets alerts to their managers and critical events. So it's been key to helping Troy and his team down at Eden Valley. I know they're okay with me sharing that since our journey began in 2017, utilizing Agile and some of the other solutions that they have, of course, in their continuous improvement and lean processes, they've been able to claw back over $12 million worth of savings through such solutions. So very proud and very thrilled to be a part of that journey. So that's a little bit about the platform, a little long-winded there. Just very quickly, some other services that we're offering IOE members. We have our digital transformation assessment services that we can provide. So just utilizing our experience where we could go in, we can work with your operation in order to understand where you could go digital, and if that use case that you're looking at ongoing digital is the right one. Some solutions, it might not be Agile, it might be other solutions that we recommend for you in order to take advantage of. But the digital transformation assessment is available to IOE members. And we also have our CIA, our continuous improvement assessment, a little bit more in depth. With the CIA, we can work with your team to understand where you would like to collect some data and dive right in on that data based upon our TPS mindset, right? We want to have the right mindset going in. We'll take beginner eyes, if you will, collect data for you on a particular process or in a particular area, and help you either validate a budget, validate a change, or give you some more insights that you might need around your sustainability, lean, and TPS goals. So the value that we bring for IOE members in Agyle, you get access to our platform, over $5,000 worth of value for you there. with over 10 hour, up to 10 hours worth of support that we'll provide you. You can submit over 1,000 forms into the system and we'll help create some automated reports for you. With the digital transformation assessment, we give you a $2,000 worth of value there. We'll dive in, we'll understand where it is that you want to go digital, as I explained earlier, and help you get there, help you make the right choices on that path there. And with the CIA, we can get on site with you. We can help you collect some of that data from a continuous improvement perspective and leave you with a report that's going to be help you validate the decisions that you want to make. So lots of value that we're trying to bring the IOE members. I always like to end every conversation about digital transformation with this quote, that it's not about the technology, it's about the people, the right mindset, the right people in place, and we can make amazing things happen. So feel free to contact me directly anytime. Love to connect with you on LinkedIn, or certainly Alex and Mitch and the IOE can reach out to me at any point in time.